This is my Potato PC project, a Raspberry Pi powered computer that can run demanding games like Cyberpunk 2077. This is made possible by pairing an AMD Radeon RX 6500 XT with the Raspberry Pi PCIe interface, transforming the Pi into a surprisingly capable gaming PC. For this project, I designed a custom enclosure that looked exactly like a giant potato. But this isn't just a random design. Potato shape enclosure has a deeper meaning. Let me explain. A potato is an internet slang term for an extremely low-powered computer, one so underpowered that it is jokingly compared to a potato. Traditionally, people use this term for old or budget computers that can barely run modern software. My project takes that meme and turn it into a reality by building an actual potato PC, fully functional computer housed inside a giant potato-shaped 3D printed case and powered by a Raspberry Pi 5. With this desktop-level GPU, the Pi is now able to function more like a standard PC. While some applications do not run natively because Pi uses an ARM-based SoC, I was still able to run a wide range of softwares, including games, through Steam and many other applications. I've prepared a complete build guide for this project that covers the whole assembly process, including the GPU setup, 3D printed enclosure details, and all the major steps explained in detail. The link is in the video description. The brain of this project is the Raspberry Pi 5. I'm using the 4GB variant, but a 16GB variant is recommended for this project, as I discovered that most applications run, but they often crash because of low memory issue. The Pi 5 is paired with official Raspberry Pi 5 heatsink and fan, which keeps the SoC cool. The next thing that we are using in this project is this Waveshare 4-channel NVMe breakout board. This board connects directly to Pi PCIe port, supports up to 4 M.2 NVMe SSDs in all sizes, running in PCIe Gen 2 X1 mode. We also use a PCIe X16 to M.2 adapter with this setup in order to connect GPU with this board. The next major hardware component used in this project is a full desktop size graphic card, the Sapphire Pulse Radeon RX 6500 XT. We are able to purchase this GPU thanks to the funding provided by Hackstore.io specifically for this project. The card is based on AMD's RDNA2 architecture and comes equipped with 4GB of GDDR6 VRAM, which is more than sufficient for gaming, hardware acceleration, and GPU intensive applications on this setup. For the 3D design of our Potato PC, we begin by importing the CAD models of all the electronics components used in this build in our Fusion 360. We first arranged all of these models in a suitable position and then designed a minimal frame to hold the Raspberry Pi and NVMe board assembly, along with the graphic card and PCI adapter. Finally, we modeled a potato-shaped enclosure around the base. Our goal here was to create an asymmetrical outer shell that closely resembles a real potato. After completing the design, all of the parts, including the potato enclosure section, the base components, and the joining pieces, were all 3D printed using HyperPLA on our Anycubic Cobra S1 printer. For detailed step-by-step instructions on how the assembly was done, please check out the project page. Here's the final result of this tedious but incredibly fun build, an oversized potato that actually is a fully functional PC. When you think about it, this is essentially a sleeper PC disguised as a potato. Jokes aside, this is my Potato PC, a complete working computer built around Raspberry Pi 5 and paired with a full desktop class AMD Radeon RX 6500 XT graphic card. Using a series of adapters, I was able to connect the GPU to the Raspberry Pi through its PCI interface. Using this system is just like using any other desktop computer. I connected my monitor directly to the graphic card, plugged the AC power cord into the power supply, and connected it to a wall socket. Once power on, the system boots in about 5 seconds, which is remarkably fast thanks to the NVMe storage drive. Professionally, I use SolidWorks for most of my tasks, and for personal projects, I typically use Autodesk Fusion 360. Unfortunately, neither of these applications is natively available for Linux on ARM, so I installed the next best alternative, FreeCAD. FreeCAD is an open source CAD package developed by the community. For this test, I loaded one of my larger design files of the Motorola Dynatac project, which is approximately 69 MB in size. The file opened within a second, and navigating the model was smooth and responsive. At no point did it feel like I was working on a Raspberry Pi system. Next, I installed KiCad and opened reference design file for Raspberry Pi Compute Module 5, which I downloaded from Raspberry Pi's official page. KiCad also performs exceptionally well, with no noticeable lag or rendering issues. I even tested GIMP on this setup, and of course it worked perfectly. These tests demonstrate that this potato PC is more than just a joke build. We installed several games on the system, ranging from classic titles like Half-Life 2 to modern AAA games such as Nier Automata, Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, and Cyberpunk 2077. We started with Half-Life 2, which ran flawlessly. The game was fully playable and consistently delivered frame rate above 60 FPS. This was not particularly surprising, given that the game was originally released in 2004. Next, we ran Nier Automata on our setup, and it delivered a consistent frame rate of over 30 FPS. I lowered graphic card settings to medium to achieve smoother performance, and the game ran quite well overall. We then tested Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Running at medium settings, the game delivered frame rates in the 30 to 40 FPS range, which made it more than playable. We then installed Cyberpunk 2077 through Steam and used preset setting optimized for Steam Deck. The game ran surprisingly well, maintaining a respective 25 to 30 FPS. Considering that Cyberpunk 2077 is running on a Raspberry Pi 5 with a lower power ARM-based processor, this level of performance is remarkable. Our potato PC performs surprisingly well at everything we throw at it, far better than what you normally expect from a potato PC. These results are especially impressive when you considering that the AMD Radeon RX 6500 XT is not operating over a full PCI X16 connection. Instead, it is running through Raspberry Pi's limited PCI interface at PCI 2.0 speed, which introduced a significant bandwidth bottleneck. Even with these limitations, the fact that these modern games run at all on a Raspberry Pi based system is an extraordinary achievement. I'm currently working on the version 2 of this project, which will focus on improving the performance of Potato PC along with several cooling updates. Special thanks to Hackster.io for making this project possible in the first place. And huge thanks to everyone who made this far through the video. And I will be back with a new project pretty soon. Peace out.